Hello everybody, how y'all doing? I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is doing well. Y'all see what my title say, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, y'all. I've been covering this story for a while, but I let it go months ago. And there was a reason that I let this Latruth saga go for months, because I already know what it is spiritually. I already know what it is spiritually. Hey, how you doing, Joshua? I already know what was going to happen, and when I let it go and let God, I knew this was going to happen. I knew that Brianna was going to catch her karma. I knew that Brianna was going to catch her, reap what she sowed. I already knew it. Because once you know the word, it's no sense of doing a whole bunch of commentary on what you already know what's going to come out on the end. I already knew this was going to happen. And so when people see how I fell back, I didn't fall back because I wanted to. It's because I needed to. I knew that God was going to take the wheel. I knew this. I knew this. Once you read the Bible, once you know who God is, it's no sense of no one to keep speaking on anything. It's no reason for it. Because once you let go and let God, I already knew this was going to happen. You cannot play with God's chosen one. You cannot say certain things that's not true about a person and you think that you're going to get the good end of the stick. Karma is real. The universe is real. When you throw something out there, it's going to come back like a boomerang effect. It's going to come back at you. So when I was hearing everything, trust me, in the beginning I was looking and listening to everything, not taking no sides at all, because at the end of the day, we don't know none of them. We don't know Brianna, and we don't know Robert Latruth. So at the end of the day, we just have to go by truth. What is the truth? So when you start seeing people just taking sides because of how somebody look, taking sides because of whatever the reason somebody taking, it's so many reasons that people taking Mr. Latruth's side and taking Brianna's side. At the end of the day, I'm a grown woman, 53 years old. I'm going by what makes sense. And when you hear something that's off and you got proof and you got evidence of things just not making sense, that's what you have to go by. Because at the end of the day, my opinion, this is only my opinion, I believe that Brianna should have listened. And she got a lot of aunties on here. Aunties that she like and aunties that she don't like. And when I say aunties, those mean the people who is on Robert's side and the people who's on Brianna's side. Those are your aunties. I'm considered an auntie. The people who is against what she's saying is considered an auntie. A people who is on her side is considered an auntie. I believe that she should have listened to the people who was telling her what she needed to hear. If she would have listened to her aunties that who was telling her the truth in the beginning, that you're moving too fast, slow down, you jump into another relationship too fast. She wouldn't have been going through what she was going through, but by her proving a point, it got her where she is today. And it got her in a worse spot. Instead of having 4 children with your husband, Not that they're all of his children, but you had 4 children being with your husband. You was married. You was in a covenant with God. You was in a covenant. And for whatever reason you chose to break that covenant, it went on a down spiral. It went on a down spiral, and that's just what it is. And it's sad. Because when you see somebody who on the outside looking in and looks definitely can be deceiving, because when I seen Briana with Mr. Latruth, I seen upgrade. I seen them going to functions together. I seen her having a clothing shop. I seen him having some type of shop that was next to her. I seen a whole bunch of positivity when she was with Mr. Latruth. That's what I saw. If anybody saw anything different, hey, everybody's eyesight is different. But I seen nothing but positivity. I seen nothing but positive comments, positive people saying things about them doing their content together. I just seen nothing but positivity when she was with Mr. Latruth. I seen vacations. I seen every time it was a birthday, a Mother's Day, a Father's Day, whatever kind of holiday it was, they was doing something for one another. They was getting the bag. He was getting his bag. She was getting her bag. They was doing this thing together. And so for whatever reason, just like when Satan thought that he could do it better without God, and he turned against God, things went down for Satan. And just like for some reason I believe that I think that Briana thought that she could do it better without Mr. Latruth, and she went on her own, and now this is the result of her branching out on her own, trying to make it seem as though Mr. Latruth didn't get her to where she is today. I think that it's a consequence that she have to go through. Nobody should be glad and happy that she's going through what she's going through. Nobody should be glad, but I see a lot of people saying, oh, well, it is what it is. Yes, it is what it is. Just that it is what it is. She's going to have to go through what she's going through because she put it out there. And it's just like a parent. When your kids do something wrong, they got to suffer the consequences, whether it's by punishment, whether it's by spanking, whether it's by time out. When you do wrong, you got to suffer the consequence. So I think that's what Miss Briana is going through. She is suffering her consequences. And she's going to have to go through it. She's going to have to go through it. And I don't think she should be laughed at. I don't think none of that. Let her go through her reaping what she sowed. Let her go through her harvest. Let her go through her consequences, because she's going to get consequences for the things that she did to Mr. Latruth. That's just what it is. I don't care what nobody say. Anytime you do wrong, you're going to have to suffer the consequence. It's a negative to the positive, and it's a positive to the negative. What you do, it's going to come back round like a boomerang effect. It's just what it is. You're going to have to take what you give. You're going to have to take what you give. And the thing about it is that Miss Briana is going to get it worse than anybody else, simply because she know who God is. She know who God is, and she went against God. She went against him. And when she was talking all that stuff, and everybody know when Jesus died on that cross, he died for our sins. That death that Jesus died, that was the worst death that anybody can suffer. Some people get shot. Some people get instant death. But Jesus suffered. He hung on that cross. And so when she was talking about that sexual stuff, about getting nailed by the cross, That was not a joke. That was not nothing funny. That was nothing funny. And she kept on by her knowing what Jesus went through for us. And she kept saying, getting nailed by the cross, getting nailed by the cross like it's something funny. You got to realize that God sits high and looks low. And she's saying those comments as though it was funny. She definitely got to reap what she sowed. She definitely got to reap what she sowed. So anybody who looking at this from the flesh, you ain't going to understand. But when you look at what's going on through the spirit, I knew to fall back. I knew to fall back because I knew I was listening. Trust me, I might was be. You people probably thought that Brown Tan, Kathy was gone. No, 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 no. I've been sitting back and looking and listening at all these channels talking about what's going on when it comes to the Latruth saga. I ain't going to say the Bree saga. I would never say the Bree saga. I would never say the Janelle saga. This will always be the Latruth saga, because at the end of the day, the truth is what put her on. The truth is what made her known. The truth is what got her to where she at today. So it would never be Bree saga. It would never be Janelle saga. This will always and forever be the Latruth saga, because nobody would never know who a Bree was. Nobody would never know who a Ja was if it was not from Mr. Latruth. So at the end of the day, like I said, I know and knew that this was not going to prosper. This relationship, when it went downhill, I knew it was not going to prosper, because at the end of the day, the Bible says, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing." He who finds a wife finds a good thing. He did not find Brianna. Brianna found him. Brianna found him. She saw something that she wanted and she took it and she ran with it. But if Latruth would have saw Bree for who she was, I don't think he would have married her. Just like her first children daddy didn't marry her, because he seen something that he did not like, and he did not want that to be his forever. He did not. It's something about her. I don't know what it is. It's something about her to make a person who got 3 children with her not to want to marry her and not to want her to be his forever. You got to ask yourself a question. Why did this man who had 3 children with her not put a ring on her finger and put a ring on somebody else's finger? Why is it that Mr. Janelle did not want to introduce her to his family, but she wanted to introduce him to her family? At the end of the day, I believe that all the stuff that Mr. Janelle was seeing in the beginning, even though he was faking a relationship with her, I think he already knew already, hey, I already know that I don't want her as my forever, because I see how she doing her child's father on the internet. This man already seen it. And just like if we're a woman, and just because we probably date somebody and we see that man doing his baby mama wrong, at the end of the day, in our back of our mind, like, dang, that could be me. So as Janelle, he ain't going to want to. Janelle is not going to want to marry somebody who. He's not going to want to marry somebody who he see that the girl he dating is doing her child's father like this, her ex-husband like this. And I'm just keeping it 100. I'm not against Bree at all. I'm just stating a fact. And as a mother, and all these people who is a real human being, seeing what's going on, would you want your son to date a Brianna? I'm just asking the question. If you see all this stuff going on with Brianna, how she do all her ex, would you want your son to be the next victim? And that's just a question. Would you want your son to be the next victim? You see how she did her first baby daddy. Latruth and Janelle, would you say, okay, she's beautiful, I want my son to date her? No, you go by what you see and how a person act. At the end of the day, y'all have to, if y'all looking at what I'm looking at, you gotta, Janelle family, I don't know nothing about his family. Nothing about his family. I don't know nothing about Bree family. But at the end of the day, if you was to sit back and watch all the stuff that Bree deleted off of her Facebook, YouTube, all the stuff how she was doing Robert, if you seen that, how she was saying your music ain't ish, ain't gonna never be ish. She talked about his cancer. She talked about his looks. She talked about how slim his face got when he had cancer. Like a person who got cancer, yeah, your face gonna look different. Yes, you're gonna look different. This is how this woman talked about her ex-husband, the father of her daughter, on the internet. She dogged him while this man kept quiet, kept quiet, kept quiet, kept quiet. And people was like, when she did that interview with that couple and with this so-called doctor or therapist, whatever the case may be, when he did that interview and people was like, look at him, he acting like he don't even care. That man, Mr. Robert, he was on that panel like, what the heck is going on? What is this woman talking about? And people was acting like he didn't care, he didn't know what was going on. He was lost just like the viewers. He was, to me, it looked like Mr. Latruth was a loss like all the rest of us. He couldn't believe what the stuff that she was saying. And I'm like, how is people not understanding what Mr. Latruth is going through? This man is getting dogged out by his wife on the internet. So he was clueless as to what was going on. He didn't know all this stuff that she was saying, that she was going to say this. Y'all got to understand. Y'all got to look at the bigger picture. Stop looking at how a person look. A lot of people is like, oh, still to this day, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Enough. Okay? Enough. 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 Okay? As an adult, enough of the compliments. Okay? We already know that just like everybody else. If people don't got beautiful people in their family, if people don't think they're beautiful themselves, enough, okay? Because that's all I've been seeing when it comes to that her platform. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, you're so pretty. Enough already, okay? Let's get to life. Let's get to real life. Everybody got somebody beautiful in their family. Everybody is beautiful. Everybody is beautiful. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Enough of it, okay? I'm getting so sick of seeing that on the platform. You're so beautiful. No, stick to the point. Get to the point. Get to the point. Enough of that trying to sugarcoat everything and trying to bypass the problem by complimenting somebody, saying that pretty. Okay, everybody knows the lady ain't ugly. Who got pretty people in their family? You yourself is beautiful, and everybody on here right now is beautiful. Everybody right here now on this platform who's listening is beautiful. Beautiful. What do you count as beautiful? What you count as beautiful? Everybody on here is beautiful. So, stop. What? I mean, seriously. Say something else. Say something else. Like I said in the beginning, if Brianna would have just listened to the people who she thought was against her, she wouldn't have been going through this. All these people who's on Latruth's side, who was telling her things that a real auntie would say, she wouldn't have been going through this right now. She would not have be here sitting with allegedly soon to be 6 kids. I don't know. Speaking of pregnancy, I'm going to speak on that. I'm going to speak on that. I don't know. To be honest, people was to say Brown Tan Johnson, aka Kathy, do you think Brianna is pregnant? Let me tell you what I think. I don't know. Why you don't know, Kathy Brown Tan Johnson? Because I seen a big belly one day, a little belly the other day. A big belly one day, a little belly the other day. Is that the only reason why, Kathy, you think that she's not pregnant? Are you not sure is she pregnant? Okay, let me answer that question. Okay, all the time when she was with Mr. Latruth, I seen her speak with doctors. When it came to her teeth, she had the doctors telling everything about her teeth. Why she getting new veneers. She had the doctors right there with her. When Mr. Latruth was at the doctors, they had the doctors sitting right there, showing the doctor face. The doctors telling them everything that's going on. When she was pregnant, she was showing her belly all the time, just doing things. And now, it's like she's not showing too much of the doctors talking about the belly, showing the heartbeats. It's like nothing is being live when it comes to the appointments. It's like nothing is really live. It's live for a certain amount of time, but it's not the live that we used to seeing when she was with Mr. Latruth, when she was doing her dental with the veneers, when she was getting her surgery. She was going live with people, and the doctors telling us, showing us different things. For her to be this pregnancy, with this pregnancy, is not like you would think it would be. Like Carly B, like Rihanna was showing their whole belly with their nice outfits on. She was not doing that. And it's like with how she like to show so much skin, but for some reason she not showing her skin when it comes to this pregnancy. So no, I don't know. Could she be pregnant? Pregnant? Yes. Could she not be pregnant? Who knows? I don't know. I won't know until the time comes. So I don't want to be stupid and just sit there and say, oh, no, she's not pregnant. How could I say that and I don't know? I didn't see her in real life. I can press my, right now, if I was to press my stomach out right now, I can hold it in and then push it out, and you would think that I was 6 months pregnant. You would think that I was 6 months pregnant if I was to push my stomach out. I can really push my stomach out right now, and you're like, well, dang, you don't push your stomach out, so I don't know. I don't know if she's pregnant. Time will tell. Time will tell. But I had to come on today because I seen karma. I ain't gonna say karma. I gotta put reaping what you sow first. I gotta put the Bible word in first. I gotta put the Bible word in, reaping what you sow. I see that she's getting her karma. That's all I see. Do you laugh at somebody getting their karma? Of course not. You don't laugh at nobody getting their karma. And the Bible clearly tell you when somebody reaping what they sow and going through something bad, you don't laugh at that. Because everybody have to go through a karma. All of us did something in life that we had to reap our karma. We had to reap what we sow. All of us. It's something. It's nobody on this internet is perfect. All of us fell short of the glory of God. All of us. Anybody who think they perfect is a fool. And that's in the word. Anybody who think they perfect is a fool. And that's in the word. All of us fell short of the glory of God. All of us did something that we weren't supposed to do, and knowingly doing something that we weren't supposed to do. I can name off 5 fights right now. I can name off 5 fights right now. that we doing something we ain't supposed to do. Okay, I'm gonna start off with this one. A lot of people is living with somebody and you're not married. That's the sin. A lot of people is committing fornication, having sex before marriage. That's a sin. A lot of people is committing adultery, cheating on their spouse. That's a sin. A lot of people is doing sins. Some people is a big fat liar right now, and that's a sin. Somebody is still, that's a sin. Somebody is cussing, that's a sin. Somebody is getting drunk right now, that's a sin. So when the Bible says we all fall short of the glory of God, we all fall short of the glory of God. So no, nobody shouldn't be picking on her because she going through it. She got to go through it because she said some bad things. She did some bad things. All the things that this young lady done did, I mean, like I said, yes, we all did some bad things, but this woman did some bad things, some bad things, some bad things, and kept doing bad things for bite to bite to bite to bite. This woman done ruined somebody's career. Ruined somebody's career to the point where she getting all the glory for something that she didn't even start and won't even announce. At once this person announced that somebody put her on, and then to turn back and say, no, this person didn't put me on. You know, and it's like, wait a minute now, wait, hold up, swole up. You are doing the same thing that you met at Janelle, and you did the same thing to the truth. See, I think, let me tell y'all what I think. This is what I think. I believe that Briana is upset because Janelle was moving on and doing good without acknowledging her. And she looked like, oh, heck no, you ain't finna be selling your body butter and doing all this, and I got you where you at, and you ain't finna acknowledge me. Oh, That's what I think her problem was. She wanted to be acknowledged, and he wanted to acknowledge her, but she looking like, I put you on. And so that's that reaping what you sowed, that karma. You did the same thing to Mr. Latruth, and now that it's getting done to you, that's the same thing you did to Mr. Latruth. The same thing that how you feeling right now, Miss Briana, the same thing how you feeling, how John doing to you, you did it to Mr. Latruth. That's your karma. That's your karma. At the end of the day, I truly believe that Janelle he loved her, but he's not in love with her. I believe that Janelle loved her, but is not in love with her. Because it happened so fast. He wasn't ready. He was not ready for what she was ready for. He was not ready. His mom was not ready to be, when kids come to her house, instead of one grandchild, she was going to have one or two grandchildren. Now she got to have 4. So when she buy for 1 or 2 of the grandchildren, she might have to buy for 6. Y'all got to understand. Y'all got to understand what his side of the family is thinking. Y'all have to understand that Janelle had a whole life going before Briana. This man had a girlfriend, not just a girlfriend, he had a pregnant girlfriend who lost her child. Never know if it was because of the stress of something going on with John in his new relationship. And when I tell you people got to suffer their karma, what if the lady who was pregnant from Janelle lost her kids because of Janelle with Bree? What if that lady lost her baby that she was pregnant with in the hospital because of Janelle and Bree? And you don't think that she's going to get her karma? You don't think she's going to get her karma? So that's why I say you got to be careful of the things that you do. You have to be careful of the things you do, because people for some reason forget For some reason, I don't understand it. For some reason, they forget that God sits high and look low. God sits high and look low at everything you do. And so just like we have our physical, our fleshly father and mother, we have our heavenly Father who sits down and look at everything that we do. Everything that we do. And so, like I said, if this woman who was pregnant from John lost their baby because of stress, and when she said she felt something was different that she didn't know, that what a mother go through, the baby go through. It's in her stomach. It hears everything she going through. Even though the baby don't understand, it hears it. It stresses the baby out. And so, you guys, when I tell you guys, I don't look at stuff from the flesh. I look at stuff from the spirit. I look at things from the spirit. And what I'm seeing, I knew to fall back then. I said fall back, fall all the way back. And I see people just getting content because about when it comes to me, it ain't all about the money. It ain't about the money at all. Because if I wanted to cover the story just like my sister did, but my sister ended up stopping too, I could have stopped. I could have kept going. But at the end of the day, it was like, you know what? I know the word. I know she going to get her karma. I know she going to reap what she sowed because she sowed some bad seeds, some awful seeds. And the people who was taking her side, who just was acting like they didn't see what was going on, I was like, this girl, in the beginning, if anybody looked at my videos, when I did my videos on it, it's not that I took Robert's side. It just was, it made sense to take his side because her side was not making sense at all. It did not make sense, and I'm not even going to go back through that because that was years ago. But I already knew this not making sense. And I did my commentary on it. And I stuck by it, and I'm still sticking to it. So I know that this woman, Briana, need to publicly give Mr. Latruth an apology. She publicly did what she did, and she need to give that man an apology. Just like in the beginning, she was saying how everybody doing Janelle and that he shouldn't have been done that kind of way. No. Mr. Latruth should not have been done that way because at the end of the day, I believe, my opinion is that Mr. Latruth loved, and probably still do love Briana. He probably still in it. This, y'all gotta realize this. They've been together for 6 years. He may not be in love with her no more because how she dissed him, but the man probably still have love for her because at the end of the day, he do got a child with her. But by her dogging him out so bad, he probably fell out of love with her because he probably couldn't believe that she did him like that. You know, and it's sad. But, you know, Lord have mercy. I believe in order for Briana to get a little slack, I think she needs to really seriously think about publicly apologizing to Mr. Latruth. I truly do. I don't care what nobody say. Briana needs to publicly apologize to Mr. Latruth, someone who put her in the game. Because if it was not for Mr. Latruth, nobody right now would not know Briana. Briana would have not been where she's at today. And that's just facts. She's where she is today because of Latruth. And she needs, I mean, I'm telling you guys, if y'all don't understand how the spiritual realm work, too much ain't going to happen good for her. And I'm not speaking nothing negative into existence. I'm speaking facts. This is biblical. This is spiritual. This is not physical. This is not flesh, what I'm talking about. Look at P. Diddy. Look at what P. Diddy had. Look at what everything that P. Diddy had. And look where he at now. You got to humble yourself. Pride come before fall. Pride come before fall. In due time, you will. The Bible don't say you may. The Bible say you will reap what you sow. And until she humble herself and let that pride go, she going to be in a predicament that she don't even want to be in, because God is going to allow you to, you're going to have no choice but to humble yourself. That pride will fall down, and before you hit rock bottom, the best thing to do is apologize publicly for humiliating that man who bought you in the game. And that's just what it is, and I don't care what nobody say. You cannot touch God's anointed. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. And this is, everybody know Mr. Latruth before he met Briana was nothing but positive. Nothing but positive. I used to look at him just like I looked at all these other content creators, all these other people on Facebook and YouTube and all these other different channels before he met Brianna, and he was doing nothing but positive, promoting positivity. Even during the downfall of his marriage, he continued to say, y'all leave her alone, she can't handle this kind of stress like I can. He still was trying to stand up for his soon to be ex-wife, still trying to tell her to stay positive. If y'all can't remember that, I'm sorry. Yes, he probably did go off at the end because he probably couldn't take it no more. He should have remembered what he said when he said God got me. He should have left it at that. But at the end of the day, sometimes some people can only take too much for when they have to vent out. But at the end of the day, I harmed by the tongue. Don't be harmed by the tongue. Don't be harmed by the tongue. Don't sit down and say something that you're going to end up regretting. So like I said, it's sad, but it is a fact that you're going to have to go through some things you put out in the atmosphere. So I'm going to read some of these comments, and then I'm going to get off because I did not know I was going to be on here for 38 minutes. But, I probably come back on tomorrow, and I don't want to make no promises because, when I feel that when it come something, when it's put on me to say something, I say something. And that's what I had to do. I said, you know what? I'm seeing this person getting her karma. I'm seeing this person who lied about her relationship with Janelle, and everybody who was on the true side was trying to tell her about what he was doing. And one more thing I got to say. I know she's saying something about she want her jewelry back. At the end of the day, let it go, because everybody seen that Brianna came on here showering this man Janelle with these gifts. He was even shocked when he was opening up all them gifts. It seemed like he didn't even know that he was going to receive all these gifts. And so she need to let that go. Let it go. You showered him with those gifts, and for you to want them gifts back, take it as an L. Take it as an L. Everybody seen that you showered this man with these gifts. And if that, call it sugar mama, call it whatever you want. Call it love, whatever you want. If the judge see these videos, when he was being surprised by every gift he was open with shoes, with jewelry, with a light on. And when you open the box, a light came on. The judge see that you gifted that man these gifts, and now you want this stuff back because he don't want you. It don't work like that. All these videos, you don't think that just because a person delete all these negative videos, you don't think that people showed Janelle these videos, and then you wonder why his mom and his family feel a certain way about Bree? Because people be like, would y'all want y'all son to date a Bree? True. I'm serious. Just because a person look a certain way, everybody got somebody pretty in their family. People who on here is beautiful. Stop thinking looks is everything. Looks ain't everything. Just like God. God don't go by the looks. God say he sees the heart of every man. God look at our heart. And if you got a messed up heart and you do people dirty, people did that beauty fades. No, but people look past that beauty when you do people wrong, when you got an ugly spirit, when you got an ugly heart. People look past the physical. People look past the physical when your heart and your spirit is ugly and messed up and demonic and wicked and evil. People look past that. People look past that. So I'm gonna read some of the comments, and I'm gonna probably come back on tomorrow. I don't like to say when I'm gonna come on, because YouTube, Facebook is not it's not my source. If I could come on every day, I would. I'm coming up here to shine light. I'm here to shine light. That's what I'm here. I'm not here to bring darkness. I'm not here to speak on Bree in a negative way. I'm not. That's not my journey. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to make a dollar on the Latruth saga. I'm here to spill the truth. The truth. So if anybody want to support me, you can support. So send a super chat, a super sticker. Do all that you want to, because I'm only going to spill the truth. That's why I come on, to spill the truth. So I'm going to read some of these comments, and I'm going to go in the house. I just had to come out because it feels so nice. I love looking at nature, and that's why I came outside. But let me see. I might can't read all this because I don't have my glasses on. But I see Joshua say, hey, Brown Tan, first. Oh, yeah, you the first one in there. And Miss Love say, hello, Diva in chat. Sally Wiggins said, she sure did say that John nailed her to the cross. Like my parents used to say, a hard head make a soft ass. Karma is real. You better believe it. I have 2 sons, and I pray that they never run into a Briana. That woman is evil and for the streets. Don't forget about, she talked about this, about his private all on the internet. Yeah, that's what, and so that's why I was saying, when somebody say that they are for God and then they show different, you messing up people mind who want to know more about the Lord, and the people who know the Lord, know Jesus. We supposed to draw people to the Lord. But the thing she doing is confusing, because one minute you for the Lord, the next minute you shaking your booty, the next minute you saying you getting nailed by the cross, the next minute you in church. You confusing these people. And so, like I said, you gotta be careful when you when you come on this internet. Either, just like the Bible said, you got to be either cold or hot. God don't want nobody who is lukewarm. God don't want nobody who lukewarm. You saying one thing and doing another. God don't want that. You either hot or cold. And what she was doing, she confused the people. So at the end of the day, you guys, I'm gonna come back on soon because there's a lot of that's going on when it comes to this Briana and the True saga. And so I'm gonna say, let me say this to Briana. Okay, Briana, as a sister, as an aunt, as somebody who is much older than you, I'm 53 years old. Look at what you're doing. Look at what you're doing. Get some counseling. Talk with someone. Stop putting all your business on the internet because people is going to do content on it. Don't be mad that people is doing content on what you putting out there. At the end of the day, I believe that you know that you're going to get paid. And is it worth losing your soul? Is it worth losing your soul for money? You gotta ask yourself that. And I know you allegedly getting ready to have twins, which would make six kids, six. And you gotta ask yourself, why are you putting all this information out here about Janelle? Because at the end of the day, it's not making him look bad. It's making you look bad. It's so many women and men who go get into it with their husband, their wife, their boyfriend, their girlfriends. Don't you know it's so many millions of people who have heated arguments with their significant others and don't put it on the internet? You don't have to put all your business on this internet. Everything that you going through, guess what? Thousands of people is going through the same thing. A lot of people can relate what you going through. A lot of us. But we don't put our business on the internet and don't think that nobody is going to talk about it. So, Brianna, listen, get yourself some help. I am the one of the people who told you in the beginning. I am the one. Find somebody else who said you need to see. Who I said? Let me try to see if I can see the people. Ayana, fix my life. I am the person who told you to go to Ayana, fix my life. Go to a counselor. I'm the one who said that because I seen that this stuff was spiraling out of control. And for Mr. Latruth, don't go back and forth. You already said from day one, God got you. Let God continue to have you. Don't go back and forth. Don't call her the bees. I don't care what nobody say. Oh, he been through all this. Yeah, he got it right. No, he don't. That's at the end of the day, your child is going to see that video and you calling your ex-wife, her mother, a bee. Yes, she probably was acting like a bee. Yes, she probably was doing all that. But don't let it come out your mouth. It's too many people already out here taking up for you, who is supporting you, who loving on you, who want the best for you, who want you to get your 8 million followers back. You got a lot of people who got your back. All you need to do is, Mr. Latruth, is keep living your best life. As you say, God got you. God got you. God got you. You're chosen. You're chosen. I can say so much about a chosen person, but at the end of the day, as for Mr. Truth, let it be just that. Let God have you and zip it. Just zip it when it comes to speaking negative. Speak about your story. Speak about your story. You need to write a book or move about your story. But don't call your ex a B. Even though she probably acting like one, it probably is one, and a lot of people book. Don't you be the one who said it. Don't you be the one who said it for your kids. Do it. If you don't do it for nobody else, do it for your child. Do it for your child, for she won't have to hear you call her mom a B. Okay? And that's for Mr. Janelle, I can't even say that you wrong or right. Putting your hand on somebody, you dead. You dead wrong for that. Putting your hand on a female, you dead wrong for that. But at the end of the day, what I will say is that y'all are from different neck of the woods. I believe that probably people were sending you some things about Bree, how she was doing Mr. Latruth, and you end up getting with her anyway, and you already had in your mind, oh, this can't be my forever one. I don't want nobody like this to be my forever. Because you seen how she did her baby father, her ex-husband, and I know as a human being, as a man, you'll be like, oh, I don't want this to be my forever. And she probably was looking at her life as though, oh, I got money, so, and I'm pretty, so I know somebody going to end up with me. But she not realizing money and beauty is not everything. Money and beauty is not everything. On the only thing that money can do is buy people things. Beauty fades. So people don't want to have to deal with somebody just because they got money, because they pretty, because it fades. Beauty fades, and money, you only can buy things. Money and beauty cannot buy happiness. Money and beauty cannot buy happiness. So Brianna probably figuring like, why nobody want to be with me? Why these men who I get with don't want to be with me? I'm pretty, I got money, I got the bag, I'm not the little Bree, I'm the big Bree. It's not about your looks, Bree. It's not about your pocket, Bree. It's about who heart that you can. It's about your heart. It's about love. And people ain't looking at no beauty. Beauty fades. Beauty is forever. But when it comes to changing, nobody look how they look when they was 5. When they 10, they change. When they 10 to 15, they change. When they 15 to 25, they change. When they 25 to 40, 30, they change. When they 30 to 40, they change. When they 50 to 60, they change. When they 60 to 70, they change. Beauty fades. It's not all about how you look. It's not all about the pockets. You can have the biggest house, the baddest car. It don't mean nothing. That don't mean a darn thing. Look at everything Puff Daddy had. Look at all the homes he had. Look at all the mansions Puff Daddy had. Look at all the women and men Puff Daddy had. Look at all the cars that Puff Daddy had. Look at everything Puffy had. Where is Puff Daddy at the end? In a jail cell, eating jail prison food in an orange suit with a number on it. That suit don't have the word Puff Daddy. That suit have a number on it. Puff Daddy was a billionaire, and now he just a number. Money, looks don't mean nothing. Money and looks don't mean nothing. Do you do wrong, you got to pay the consequences. So just like Brianna reaping what she sowed, just like Puff Daddy reaping what he sowed, that money can't get him out of prison. His looks can't get him out of prison. It's your action, the things that you do that's positive, that help you succeed in life. Until Brianna understand and stop talking about that she's not the little Bree, she's the big Bree. Maybe you need to humble yourself, big Bree, and get back to the little Bree, because pride come before fall. Pride come before fall. Remember that. So at the end of the day, I love all God's people. And just like the Bible say, broad and spacious is the road leading to destruction. Narrow is the gate leading to everlasting life. The roots, the money is the root to all evil. Money. So stop thinking cause you got the big bag, you the big breed, that's something that can be evil. That money can be evil. That money can cause you to do evil things. That don't mean nothing. Just like God say, He don't look at the money. He don't look at people degrees. He don't look at the size of people's house. He don't look at the name brand of people's clothes. He don't look at the kind of car you drive it. He look at a person's heart. God look at a person's heart. That's what matters. So when y'all be like a lot of people see a person who's with somebody who they are never think that person to be. If it's somebody who real handsome, they see that person with a person who is overweight. Ooh, why he with her? If they somebody see a woman with an overweight husband, ooh, why is she with him? Because it's about the heart, how a person feel, how a person make you feel. It's not always about looks and money. It's not always about looks and money. How do that person make you feel? Because it can be somebody who can be like a champ, who can be athletic, and then 1 minute something can happen. Something can happen to that person, and they can be deformed. Would you stay with that person, or would you leave that person because something happened to them and they don't look the same, they don't function the same? So people got it backwards. People look at things through the flesh instead of through the spirit, instead of out of love. But I'm telling you, God will humble you. You will humble yourself. You probably be prideful, but you will fall. Every knee shall bow down to God. Stop thinking that you're human and that you so prideful that you are obligated for somebody to treat you a certain way. You're obligated to meet somebody's family. That's why I think it was the problem with Bree. She just thought, oh, I'm so pretty, I got so much money, but I can't meet your family. And he said, no, 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 I don't want you to meet my family. I don't even know you enough. Let me get to know you, then maybe I will introduce your family. But she got pissed off at that man because he wouldn't introduce her to his family. Of course not. Who would? Who would? That's something special when you introduce somebody to your family. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. So I think that what she need to do is pump her brakes. Because I think probably from what I'm seeing and hearing, I think when she was younger, and probably around her cousins or other family members, that everybody praised her and let her get away with certain things. But when she got into the real world and people's like looking at her like she's an ordinary person, she didn't know how to accept that. She didn't know how to deal with that person because normally when somebody is that cute little child, they let that person get away with so much stuff, and the other siblings or relatives be like, dang, she get away with so much, because she's so pretty and she's so this. But when the real world came and that family went around, they treated her a way that she wasn't used to, and it was like it gets her mad, get her frustrated. It's like I'm pretty. I'm pretty. I'm pretty. I want to meet your family. No, I don't want you to meet my family. Yeah, I want to meet your family. I want to meet your family. No, you're not meeting my family. And then she got hysterical. And it's like, you know what? Y'all, people, please look at everything that's going around, that's going on. Look at everything. Don't just blame John and say, oh, he's the bad person. No, don't blame that man. That man that Facebook, and this girl is getting, people is really seeing what's going on. People is literally seeing what's going on. These men's not dogging her, even though she dogged them out and dogging them out on these social media streets. They ain't dogging her out, and it's making it seem like she the problem. So until then, you guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I love you guys, and it is what it is. So with that being said, everybody, I will see y'all next time. Peace out.